That's it. That's me done. You guys are legends. Welcome back. I'm Tedward, and I wanted to take you along on what is objectively probably the most dangerous drive of the year so far. That's because this is our first snow, and I am not on snow tires. Actually, most people aren't on snow tires. This is the first snow, so a lot of people, they're not triggered like me to put their snow tires on until they see the snow. That's a dumb idea. I should have done it over Thanksgiving. I can claim I was too busy or blah, 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 blah. No, I should have been on snow tires, and I definitely wish I was on them today. I'm on Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, but two, these roads are not treated. These roads are not plowed. We are ahead of the game. There's nobody out here helping right now, and that's actually what really comes down to dangers, because when you go down to the south, North Carolina, South Carolina does occasionally get some snowstorms on major roadways, but the reason why there's so many accidents on those roadways isn't just because the drivers are inexperienced with snow. It's because the roads aren't treated. And when you combine the low temperatures with the slick surface of the icy snow, it's just a recipe for disaster. If you've treated the roads with salt, at least it's keeping that roadway from freezing. Right now, we can't guarantee that. Yeah, there's no brakes. I actually just got into them a little bit. That was ABS. So this is extremely slick. That means I've definitely got to obey that 25 mile per hour speed limit, and I may actually go slower. But you know, if we go like this, test out the road a little bit, I can tell I'm understeering just a little bit because it is slick. You don't want to do that at high speeds. Don't test out the roads like a jerk. Don't floor it in your M3 thinking, oh, I'm just testing it out. You might loop it. Those are those little things that can really end your day poorly into a guardrail. So take your time. I can hear the fact that there's no grip because I can tell I'm riding on top of a slick surface. I can tell that there's definitely a layer of icy slush between my tires and that roadway. I'd like to mention that every accident I've seen so far on this drive has been in an SUV or an all-wheel drive vehicle. I want to drive the point home. Just because you have all-wheel drive, just because you have a car that can accelerate to a speed, does not mean that you're going to be able to turn, stop, or make evasive maneuvers. And while some of these folks might be on summer rubber, most of them are on all seasons, and even if you are on like legitimate snow tires, if the roads aren't treated and you don't have nice compact snow, you're kind of shit out of luck because that's going to be ice. I'm actually going to jump off the highway. I think I'm going to have better luck with safety on some B roads because I'm noticing a lot of SUVs driving at an alarming rate of speed. I don't want to get caught up in their accidents. So I think I'm going to have a little bit better luck on some B roads as long as I don't get stuck on a hill. On a lighter note, the snow is beautiful. This is why living in New England isn't so bad. I know it sucks. We have to put away our sports cars and we don't want to corrode all the fancy stuff with the road treating salt. But this is nice to drive in. I actually do enjoy this. I think if we've made it over that hill, we're good to go. Always plan your route accordingly. We'll turn DSC off. Now we are getting into some back roads, and these are going to be the worst. These are going to be the least treated, the least plowed, the least traveled. Right now, the only reason those roads are looking good is because they're traveled. There's people kicking the snow out. They're melting it with a little bit of heat from the tires, just being well worn. Here, we've got nothing. If I get into the throttle, we're going to oversteer. I'm really glad that the front lip of this car is not that low because I can still travel over this without worrying about pulling it all up. I'm going to put a little heat on this windshield just because I'm starting to notice I'm icing up my wipers. This is coming in fast. These are really big flakes. There we go. That's some fun. Okay. Yeah, there's very little grip out of these tires right now. We do have a couple small hills that I'm a little concerned about. Gauging by how untraveled these roads are, this is not a great situation. Because if I lean on it a little bit, I mean, that's just kissing the throttle. We are running into trouble. So let's put DSC on. Still gonna give me a little slip. downhill with a limited slip differential like I have in the M3, it is going to want to lock off throttle as well. And that's not great because that means when you're trying to slow down with the engine, it is actually going to push you sideways. So you've got to be aware of that. Now, I need the slightest amount of momentum to make sure I get up over this, but I can't get on throttle too hard. That's it. That's me done. I think I'm done. Yep. That's that. Let's see if we can get her to creep up. That's right. We're going back down. You guys are legends! Huh? You guys are legends!
We'll see what we can do.
Thank you!
You good?
Yeah, what's your name?
Steven.
Steven, thank you so much.
No worries, man. Have a good one.
You too. You got it. Those guys are awesome. I can't even express how thankful I am for that. They did not have to do that. Thank you. Today's definitely the trigger. I've got to go up to Renscott and get my snow tires. I've got a set of Vredestein Windtrack Pros that Tire Rack sent me last season, and they are incredible. I really wish I was on them right now because I would have a heck of a lot more confidence and I would not have to drive 19 miles per hour for the rest of my drive home. This little section does not make me feel comfortable right now. I feel like this could be game ending. I'm going to be very careful. I would like to be able to get up to something slightly flat. This could be it. Yes. I'm good with that. Thank you. Michelin coming in clutch with the pilot's board 4S's. Excellent. From here on out, we should be pretty good. This is a much more traveled road. So yes, we're gonna take it slow because it's slippery and I do not have the right tires for the job, but I don't foresee any more issues. Oh, get it in the Venza. Make sure nobody's cruising through here. Good, okay. In a position now where all I'm doing is thinking about which hills I could potentially get stuck on. Looks like I'm getting home. Thank you to Steven and his friend and your leather jacket. Super dope. Very cool. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Don't forget to respect the drive, which means turning on your headlights in inclement weather. And I'll see you in the next one. You know what's really wild is they didn't even question the POV hat or binaural microphones. They just helped me, even though I look like this right now. So weird.